Hi guys, welcome to our call with dope D.O.D.
What up?
Looking forward to again to have a concert in Czech Republic. You have Ostrava, Brno, and Prague. Also, maybe you don't know, but we have actually a state holiday. So there's a free day on first day. Then usually people get like holiday on Friday and Saturday is Friday. So I assume that a lot of people are welcoming these dates to be on your tour and on your concert because, like, you know, there's no limits. Nobody has to go to work.
That's the right time. That's how it should be.
Hell yeah.
Nice one.
Your opening act for the Czech concerts are Sodoma Gomorrah. You know the guys well. How did you meet them? Who maybe recommend them to you?
As far as I remember, we met them, was it at... It's also in the video for the song we did with them, Terminator. So as far as I remember, that's when we first met them in the flesh. It might have been somewhere else briefly, but, you know, we sort of long distance made the song and then linked up with them and been linking up with them a few more times, you know, while we were in Czech. And since the people that fuck with us fuck with them also, it's a dope... combination, you know, to do a show with.
Okay. Before the shows in Czech Republic, you also have a show in Kazakhstan. Is there any difference between your audiences in the different countries, or it's like this big hive of, I don't know, same ideas, kind of same people who resonate with your music?
I mean, I would definitely say, you know, with any fan base out there in the world, doesn't matter what group they follow, I think they all have similarities, and that's why they all like the group. But for sure, there's differences in every country, and that's beautiful. I mean, especially here in Europe, you know, like you can just travel 250 kilometers and it's going to be a completely different culture. So that's really cool to see, you know. But I think definitely, you know, a dope D.O.D. fan will always get along with another dope D.O.D. fan. Doesn't matter what country they're from.
D.O.D. Army, baby.
And what about Czech Republic? What do you like about Czech Republic? Maybe Czech fans. Is there anything special because you are doing free shows here? So, you know, you could be just like, let's do show in Prague and fuck the rest. But you are doing free concerts here like 3 days in a row.
I mean, I would say definitely, I was saying to Jay as well, you know, when it comes to fans and a place that has stood the test of time for fucking with us, you know, from the early days until now, Czech Republic is high on that list. So it makes sense for us to want to give them more than, like you said, like just, you know, pick places like, we're just going to do this because that's the easiest and the biggest. It's worth it because there's a great fan base out there and the shows are always dope. And I mean, the other part of your question was, what do we like about Czech Republic? I like the people a lot. You know, the people are respectful. I like the weed. You guys have good, always some good weed. And I like the cleanliness and shit, man. It's clean, you know. The vibe is good. The food is good. The people are good. The place, it feels like it welcomes you, you know. And I would say that's you know.
And I love Czech beer.
Czech beer, Czech weed, and Czech food, the best combination in your music.
Yeah. And like I said,
and the people.
Yeah. And compliments to how y'all run the country, you know, because like I said, it always feels like a beautiful, clean place. And that's not always a given everywhere you go, you know?
You know, this interview also is going to end up on like this ÓČKO Black we have, which is also about like hip hop music, rap and stuff like that. And as I feel Dope D.O.D, it's more like this, you know, old school stuff about like against the system, maybe some political themes. You are also like, I don't want to say trashing, but sometimes about the nowadays rappers, which are most about like, you know, getting chicks and have like high fashion stuff. But I think that nowadays rap maybe sometimes is forgetting when it came from. And it like, you know, it now rap and hip hop is like on the throne. It dethroned the rock and roll. So it's like now the music style number one. And maybe it's not, you know, doing what it should also for people. So is there still, do you feel like there is this beef? Because sometimes I feel the criticism from your songs to the new rappers. But do you feel maybe there is, I don't know, some new wave coming your way again, meeting you with the...
Well, yeah, I'm sure Jay also has some answers, but if I answer first, I definitely think it's turning around. First of all, I think shitty music has always been out there, no matter what the genre is, you know, including in rap. A lot of people, when we were teenagers, you know, older guys than us would be saying, yeah, rap is dying, hip hop is lost, you know. So there's always some commercial shit before and after us that will be there. And there will also always be real shit, you know. You just need to know where to find it and not let one thing influence you on thinking, you know, it's only one particular way. But of course, we have had an incredible wave of, you know, very low IQ, very simple rap music. And the part that I disliked about it the most was the same way rap was criticized when it first became popular and famous around the world was, you know, music purists saying, it's a trick. It's people rapping to a beat or talking to a beat. They wouldn't even call it rapping, you know. Anybody can do this. And of course, like with, I guess, any kind of music style or other kind of art form, it's true. There are always simple ways to do something, which makes it that anybody can do it. But the difference is those that do it great show the skill in it, you know, and that's what rap became to be for a long time, when very skilled artists, and it was very varied also, you know, you could have something like Missy Elliott, yeah, or Busta Rhymes or Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg or Eminem, you know, all those artists are very different in a sense to their sound and style, but all of them possess a certain skill in making music and rapping that made it good, you know. And of course, we know, you know, these last, I'd say, 8 years or so, you know, there's been a lot of, and I hate that, you know, influencers and everybody's mama and everybody's little brother, you know, on a stupid trap beat, ha, 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 I'm rapping, look at me, I can also make millions and get millions of views. Yeah, that's great. But, you know, it's not truly, like I said, skilled and a talent, you know. And to answer that part of your question, I definitely see now that hip hop has reached 50 years and you see the big tours that are taking place, you know, from the festivals to like what LL Cool J is doing with his Rock the Bells tour, and just a lot of legends in general, Wu-Tang and Nas doing the New York State of Mind tour and bringing Busta with them, and all sorts of great artists are being honored now. And you don't see these, you know, little, hey, I can rap too, guys. You know, you don't see them being invited to these events because you had your couple of years of, you know, doing stupid meme rap. And that's why I said the real shit will always survive, you know? So even if you think just because for the moment you see some bullshit on TV, we all know among the people what they're really going to fuck with, you know?
Yeah, I want to add to that. I definitely agree, you know? I think that with anything in any art form, something that's really bad, it will kill itself, you know? And we can see that as well with a lot of these SoundCloud rappers that were really famous back in 2016. Yeah. And now you can see that, you know, they couldn't, you know, hold on to that energy or whatever the reason is, you know, it wasn't good enough. So at the end of the day, people will see through that, you know. And I think with hip hop especially, I mean, it's been there now for a long time, 50 plus years. So that also means, you know, like it became more and more popular. It became pop music, actually. Yeah. You know, that's what pop music means. It means popular music, and hip hop is probably the most popular in the world. But I think, you know, at the end of the day, you know, good shit will be recognized. And that's why, you know, we also love coming to Czech Republic, because in the Czech Republic, I think you guys have also a great taste in music and also do a lot of investigating, a lot of researching yourself instead of only looking to what America gives you. Because if you would only look at what, you know, the mainstream gives you, you will never discover good music. And I think the Czech people, they definitely love to dig in, you know, and see like, okay, what is this band about? What is this group about? And I feel like, you know, like especially when it comes to us, because I feel like in Czech Republic, we get a lot of love. And I feel like the Czech people, they really did their research on good music. So that's how they found Dope D.O.D. So salute to the Czech Republic for that.
Thank you.
And I think in general, when we perform at big festivals in Czech Republic, in general, I can see a lot of acts that are like really established acts. And I see actually less of the gimmick artists, you know, in the Czech Republic at these big festivals, which to me also proves that you guys, you know, have a own sense of style, you know, you have a own taste, and that's, you know, essential.
Also, guys, I want to ask you about your shows, because when you read some, you know, I did the research and I only watched your shows online. Like I've seen like, you know, I did like Dope D.O.D. live. But I kind of hear they write like their show can be schizophrenic, brutal, maybe even. But, you know, I just saw it. It was like really good show with the good energy. Like, okay, maybe, you know, in the middle, like people are pushing each other, but like fits are up there. But it's just like really good energy. How you doing that? How you coming, you know, how you keeping the energy going through the whole concert? Because it's like 1 hour plus, it can be like 2 hours, and you going strong for the whole time. How that works?
Well, I would say experience doing shows, because when you're younger, and I've seen that also with other artists, you know, that come up, you might not have that much experience on the stage. So when you're suddenly thrown onto all these stages, you sometimes might get a little bit ahead of yourself, and, you know, the show is leading you instead of you leading the show. But when you learn how to lead a show, it becomes really easy, even if it looks hard or if it feels like, wow, how do you do that for so long? And then on top of that, I would say don't party too much before or after the show, you know. Of course, when in the beginning you might do that a little more, but my main objective is to give the people a good show. So that means I can't be, you know, taking 10 tequila shots and smoking 5 blunts, because that's when you're going to get a saggy, uninterested person on the stage, you know? So I'm always focused on giving the people the best I can.
Jay?
I can only agree with that. I mean, except for the drinking, I'll do the drinking after the show for sure. I agree. I think also it's you know, experience helps a lot. I think as well, you know, it's also a certain skill to be on stage and to be able to control a crowd for an hour or an hour and a half. Not everyone can do that, you know. I also see a lot of artists that are, you know, big artists, and they still have trouble, you know, dealing with the crowd sometimes. So I feel definitely, you know, it's also something either you got it or you don't.
That's true.
And you got it. Guys, what about some new music? Like, can the Czech audience be excited for something completely new during the shows?
Yeah, definitely. We've released a bunch of singles in the past months, which a couple we have incorporated in the show, and we've sort of flipped the set around also. So the set we were doing for a while, which they also saw us do last time, will not be the case this time. So you can definitely expect a fresh experience.
Guys, I have also a question, because here on ÓČKO I have a show about video games, and I know that you might play a little bit. So,
yeah, let's go.
So, your favorite games, or maybe if you play anything now, if you have the time, what is like in your, I don't know, if you play on consoles, what is your, in your PlayStation, PCs, what's going on with the video games now?
Right now, I'm playing this little baby. Hey, Diva.
Oh, you're playing the Mortal Kombat 1? Okay. Is it
Mortal
like...
Kombat 1, let's go.
Let's go. Have you seen the how it looks on the Nintendo Switch with the eyes popping graphics and stuff like that? That is just, oh, hi. Hi, doggy.
It's my
So
other dog.
Jay is the Mortal Kombat guy. Hi, guys.
I'm the Mortal Kombat guy. Yeah, Mortal Kombat. You know, to me, that's like the ultimate Dope D.O.D. game.
I was about to say we both, of course, played many chapters along the way, you know. So I when it's time, I get my Mortal Kombat on as well. So I definitely want to join Jay in hitting some proper sessions for this new one. I didn't get it myself yet. The most recent game I copped was a few months ago, as far as, you know, like a story sort of game, Callisto Protocol.
Mm-hmm.
That's
like he's on the moon trying to escape the prison.
Exactly. It's got like some Dead Space vibes. You know, the makers of the original Dead Space worked on that.
Yeah. Skulls
really
are
like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, my go-to, the ones I always play when I just got a few minutes in the evening or some shit, is Rocket League and Fortnite. You know, I'm big on the competition in those games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, and when you play Mortal Kombat against each other, so what is your favorite character and who is usually winning?
Oh shit, my favorite character must be, I say, Shang Tsung.
Okay.
Shang Tsung. I know I liked Ermac at a certain point just for the style of fighting a lot back in the day. I'm trying to think of non-cliche ones, you know what I mean? What's the name of that blind samurai reap? I forgot his name.
Kenshi.
Yes.
Kenshi.
Kenshi goes hard too.
Oh yeah, Jay knows his characters.
I know them all, baby. I know them all.
I really like the like guest characters also, like Leatherface. You know, I know obviously it's more fun than like serious Mortal Kombat lore, but had a lot of fun with those too, man. I didn't, by the way, as everybody knows, I'm the biggest Terminator fan. I didn't like the Terminator though in the Mortal Kombat games. They only did like the modern one, like from that particular movie. I'm not sure if it was Genesis but it was this, you know, grandpa.
It was from the OG.
I wanted to have, you know, 84 Arnie or at least Terminator 2 Arnie. So Mortal Kombat, y'all fucked up on that one. But I'm looking forward to see the Jean-Claude Van Damme skin though.
Oh, okay. And who is winning more, Jay or you?
Ooh, I would say when we you know, when we actively play, and I mean, I ain't played in a minute, you know, but I definitely give anybody a run for their money. But any motherfucker that games with me knows that
I'll beat that ass. Brutality on that ass.
Bring it, boy. Bring it.
Let's go, boy.
Easy. This one is on, guys. I can see it's on. Okay, guys, thank you for your time. Can you just make us like invitation for guys who will watch this interview to see your show and enjoy it? Just classic invitation to see you and say hi to fans.
Yes, this is dope D.O.D. We in the building, Czech Republic. We love y'all. We're going to be there soon. Come check us in Brno, Prague, Ostrava, end of this month. I don't know the dates off top, but, you know, dopedod.com, baby. We rocking with y'all forever.
28, 29, and the 30th of September, baby. Let's go. Czech Republic. Get the beer ready, man.
Yeah, and the blunts. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your time and enjoy the shows.
All right.
Thank you.
Peace out.
Take care.